Angel, good
Oh,
morning.
good morning.
Hello, hello.
Hey, where are you?
Uh, I'm in the bit with the chess. I just got back a little bit ago. I was down with the blackboards in the center.
Oh, have you been up here?
Is something wrong?
There's a book up here.
Oh, I'm coming.
Should I,
What, can you see what color it
it's
is?
purple.
Okay. Um,
Says
well, we did
Speaker
hear,
speaker block. Good night. Sleep
well, we
well.
did hear a fair bit of lightning last night.
Oh,
I guess I assumed at least that it was Willow going in and around the manor as she said
yeah.
she would,
I've
but,
gotten so used to it at this
um, yeah. Okay, I guess we should read it?
point. Yeah.
Okay, title of the book is The Horned King. It's from the Purple Tint, which we, of course, know is the book guy, and it reads as follows. I would wish to begin by apologizing for my absence as of late. My slumber was a necessity in order to preserve what energy I had left following the Horned King attack upon myself. While I do not believe that I can repair my broken horn, it matters little. I am alive, and I've learned. I was awoken by a disturbance of a sort, a great release of energy. It is likely that this represents another one of the Horned King's attempts to break free, although I am uncertain how much longer it can remain contained. If you all are to destroy it, you must work quickly. With that in mind, and following Jora's advice, I have spent much of my sleep pondering what variety of weapon could pierce such a creature. As strong as it is now, I doubt that anything you currently possess would be sufficient to vanquish it once and for all. As such, I had devised a plan of a sort, a means by which you may make weapons strong enough to destroy that old antlered thing. You will need artifacts of immense power, each individually forged by separate varieties of corruption. It is likely you already know the specific pieces. 3 artifacts per blade will be required. As a base, you will need a spectral sword empowered by a phantom's touch. Combined with that, there will need to be a source of corruption taken directly from the king itself, as well as a corrupt ornament meant to augment the wearer. To bind these pieces, you will need ingots of tainted metal, as each of these components would likely be antagonistic to one another when brought together, resulting in a volatile reaction unless handled very carefully. You'll need to devise a method to forge them into a single whole. While I will admit that I do not condone your current plans to build a gateway, I will say that I intend to offer my assistance once the Horned King is brought through. For the duration of the fight, whenever you perish, your items will remain with you as though they were bound. Finally, I will advise that you be certain that your gate brings only the Horned King with it. Even I know very little about the other creatures that dwell beyond this realm. With that said, I wish you all luck in this endeavor. Regardless of whether you win, this world will be altered. And that's the book.
Wow. A lot.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, I guess it does confirm that we're on the right track, in what we're doing, and of course, it confirms that the book guy is awake again.
Yeah, I didn't know the Horned King is the one that injured him.
Oh.
At least my ears are working now.
Yeah, that's good. I suppose that was likely Willow coming out of the manor. Maybe we should go and check with the others regardless.
Yeah, is Mouse here? Did she maybe get a book?
I believe that she's at... I don't know, actually. You can go look for her.
You know, her not wanting to give up the books last time, and I don't know, I guess she's just kind of been sneaking off a little bit.
Yeah, I hear ya. We can go see if we can find her, and then we'll find the others.
Okay.
Speaker block. Good morning and good luck.
The pups first, but
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Ah, the devil doors. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Murphy! Can I feed
Oh.
Murphy? Will he eat eggs? No.
I think he eats fish. Yeah.
Oh!
There we go.
I'm so
Oh.
happy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will feed you, Murphy, don't worry. Will the pups eat fish? No, October does not want.
No. She just likes to look at the fish, I suppose.
She really does love, like, I want her to have a big aquarium. And actually, I think now that they're getting old enough, we could put them in their rooms. They're like official.
Oh,
rooms that
the upper ones. Yeah.
Each one could be more customized to their likes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's certainly something we can work on.
That's everybody. All right. Yeah. We might.
Bark, bark.
Oh. There you
Oh,
are.
Mouse.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
I suppose.
Sorry, I just got back from collecting some dirt for my project.
Did you receive a book when you woke up?
A book?
Yeah.
No.
We got a purple tinted book.
Oh?
It's from the book guy.
Yeah.
Giving us instructions how to make a weapon to, I guess,
Oh?
attack the horned king.
Yeah, something that we can make, likely one for each of us to combat the Horned King, something strong enough to deal with that sort of an enemy.
Hmm.
We should probably go and tell Jora and Eloise.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
We're
Probably
going
a
to
good
find you
idea.
first, yeah, so I guess if you're ready,
Mhm.
I'm,
Well, here I am.
alright.
Yeah.
Don't despawn fish, I'll be back.
Oh, well, I guess it's not the worst thing that could appear in a book. It's another push in the right direction, giving us some, well, idea of what we're doing.
Give me one moment. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, this way. I don't have a sled, but that's okay. Just
I have only one sled, I'm afraid.
that's okay. My backpack, I think I need to grab it. I left it.
Oh.
I kind of want to try to make another one. All my old stuff has the book guy like scent, and I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
But-
I was actually thinking about that in particular. When you lost your backpack, that had my gem in it, right?
But it's in there now.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess it's fortunate that we did get that back. I honestly was so caught up with everything I didn't realize at the time.
Everything, like everything in my backpack, which,
Huh. At least we have it back. That's the important thing. You did get your things back and the gems back as well.
yeah. I mean, if you think there's a safer place for it to be, that's.
No, no. What do you mean? The best place for it is on you.
Yeah. It might be at the den right now because I don't have my backpack, but it usually is on me.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's
I was
okay.
worried about losing it.
As long as you
and-
know where it is.
Yeah, it's
No.
at home.
Yeah, as long as you know where it is, you're the one that I want to
Yeah.
have it. So.
I just I feel like I die so often.
Yeah. Also, this is not the way to yours.
Oh. Okay, this way. I knew that. Should definitely know where I'm going. I see.
Where did you go?
I will hold
Yeah.
that.
I'll hold out a torch too.
Doing some parkour.
Of course.
It's very difficult. Ow. Okay. How did you get oh, you just walked. Alright.
Just walk.
I can do that. I see. These tall trees are so cool.
Indeed, they've.
I know they're on our mountain, but I've seen them.
Yeah. Certainly. Well, they've already done a lot here with making things brighter, but once we get the sun back, we'll be able to make some nice improvements as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, bark bark?
Bark,
Oh,
bark.
hi.
Bark.
Bark bark, hello.
Hello.
Hey, did you guys get a book?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the book guy.
Same.
Oh boy.
I'm
Okay, looks like
guessing
we've all gotten one then.
we all got a similar one, yeah.
Come
Oh,
on, Silver.
okay.
Come on.
Well,
There you go.
yours was the, a book titled The Horned King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
think they're all the
it.
same.
We had
Okay.
one from yesterday too. He stopped by last night.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
Oh, so was that
Yeah.
the lightning that we heard, or?
Yeah, there was
She
another
woke
book. Let's see. It was called. I think I actually put it away.
wait.
It was basically along the same lines. It said, "Apologies for my quick absence. I've been alerted to something."
Huh.
Yeah, it's called Awake. I
Yeah.
apologize for my abrupt
Yeah.
departure. There has been a disturbance. I will return with instructions soon, is what it said.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, I suppose that these are the instructions that were mentioned there.
Yeah, I don't know. Should we go somewhere to discuss this, or if
Uh,
you need to
Kinda we're out of
come
the
in, you
snow.
can?
It's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can move to,
Or even
honestly-
center, I guess, is honestly.
yeah,
better.
even,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, even where we were, looking at the blackboards in the center,
Yeah,
likely
I mean,
that's
it
where we'll want
talked
to put the
about
books,
how
so.
Mhm.
the pieces coming together would react a certain way. That might be a good place to make the swords too, just in
Yeah,
case it's.
considering, huh. And likely I already have a vague idea of at least 2 of what it's requiring.
Oh yeah, certainly.
These mushrooms. Do
That
sure
is
do
a
like
lot
to
of glow
grow.
mushrooms.
Oh.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
They spread
You know.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I like
There are
them.
worse
They're
things.
they're bright.
Hmm,
Yeah,
They're nice.
they are a nice color. Yora, are you
Oh,
with
we're
us?
going this way.
I'll just give her
Yora?
a howl.
Huh, she might have gone ahead, I suppose.
She usually comes this way, so
Hmm.
I think she went back into the den.
Oh,
Oh, possibly.
Yeah.
it's pink.
I'll give her a little howl. and-
I'm just right
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh, you are.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot
There's a
there's
chest.
I
still.
found a couple more and brought them back
water
for Yora,
here.
but this one kind of stuck on me.
Aw.
Oh, that's
so cute.
that's
Cute.
neat. Uh-huh.
Oh, bad noise.
Wait, oh, where are we going?
That's a lot of dreadfish.
This way. Yeah, that is a lot of them. Oof.
Oh, you went and got all of.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Angel? Oh, there you are.
Ah! Oh. Ah!
Do watch out for the
Yep.
campfires.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
You always forget to avoid them.
Are we just wanting to do in the tavern or down to the room? itself.
I don't know, whichever you all prefer, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind staying up here until we need to go down, but
I know it's still a little Christmassy in this room.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Indeed.
don't mind because I have some stuff to cook. I could
Uh-huh.
sit here, but also it is a
Oh,
little.
that
Maybe we
yeah,
could
I mean,
take down some
we could,
decorations as we listen. I don't know.
I suppose.
That works.
don't
Just a
mind it.
little
But
clean while we
yeah,
talk.
while we discuss, so obviously the books wanting 3, well, 4 if you count the binding objects to make the swords. Obviously the one that it requires where it requires a sword to begin with. That's most likely something akin to Eloise's sword from Sin,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah,
That's what I was
I
thinking.
thought about him during that reading. It was
Okay.
a lot, but at some point, yeah.
Yeah, and well, the other one, the corrupt ornament. Considering what happened in the fracture that one time when we were trying to fight the fire serpent, and whoever picked up both the sword and the black bone crown would explode, I have the strangest feeling that that is what it's referring to as well.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah. So those are two.
And we're just gonna
Oops.
make this without question, or...
Well,
It's
it's... I mean...
How many of us got it? I'm just curious.
I mean,
think
all of us, I think.
I did.
there were,
more or
what, 3
less.
total?
3, I believe.
Yeah.
So everyone but me. Makes sense.
Well, maybe he counted you with, John and Angel. Willow probably got
Yeah.
me because she
Oh,
was at the
there.
manor.
The duck got
Yeah.
out.
She also gets just special treatment in general, so...
Yeah,
That's fair, yeah.
your duck.
Wow.
Oh, in the crate.
Oh, so many decorations.
I mean, unless we have a reason not to make them,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're kind of in need of a lead right now.
Indeed, and honestly, the concern that it presents of us not having strong enough weapons was something that I was going to bring up at some point. We know that the Horned King is, well, rather strong, so I'm, well, not entirely confident in the weapons that we possess either.
And regardless, I mean, I don't know if we should 100% trust this guy or not. That's yet to be seen, but we do seem to have a common enemy in the Horned King.
Indeed,
and
he
that's
certainly
what I'm the most sure
does.
about.
Yeah, he certainly does appear to dislike the Horned King, so, well, if we have the same goal, then...
I feel like, at least, I don't know, for me at this point, if he was going to hurt us, or Willow, he would have. Which is, you know, maybe
Yeah.
not the best way to think about it, but that's
Huh.
what makes you trust
Doesn't
him a
make sense,
little.
though.
Indeed, indeed. And, well, if he wanted to hurt us, he obviously could. He put, well,
Is there
books
somebody
at the
who's
foot of our beds.
supposed to be holding all of
I mean,
The
you
what?
can hold them.
the decorations? Is somebody holding all those? Or...
We could put them somewhere.
Oh, I have a few on me. I
Me
can.
too.
Oh,
I
where
just
we
put
should
mine in the
put them in the
chest.
chest somewhere.
Yeah, probably a
Yeah.
good idea.
Oh, that's a good
But-
idea.
Like, in addition, if the book guy did want to hurt us, he was obviously, he had enough access to us to give us the books. Ours was, well, at the foot of our bed,
Oh, that's
so...
fine.
Which
There's,
is kind of unnerving now that you bring that up.
A little bit,
Yeah.
but regardless, it is,
Same.
I mean, he didn't, you know, do anything bad with that, he just left the book, so if he had wanted to, there would certainly been easier ways to harm us, especially because he's the one who, well, decides whether or not we, permanently die.
But he's not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, he did promise that, I suppose.
He also gave me a chest plate.
Oh?
Um,
Oh, I think I'm familiar with, that's, well, it dropped when you died in the manor. Well, when I killed you in the manor.
yeah. So
Mm.
he said that it would probably be helpful in protecting us, so we could also make those as well if we're making swords.
Woo!
Yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to really look at it very well, not since then, but I'm certain we could devise a means by which to manufacture more of them.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't have it on me. I can go run and grab it so you guys can take a look at this stuff.
Well, I suppose, but we do still need to figure out the rest of what's required for the sword.
Well, yeah.
That's
Yeah, we
rather...
Yeah,
can,
so
we
we
can start
know
now.
it's likely the bone crown, likely the phantom blade, that one.
Uh-huh. And the other one says, a source of corruption taken directly from the king itself. So, I guess something that's directly linked to the Horned King in some way.
I mean, the skulls are
Yeah,
one
that's
that comes to
Yeah,
mind.
but I don't know. The
Odd
book
to
seems to
use
imply,
those.
yeah, that, and I'm very iffy about using the skulls for anything. But when it comes to it,
Yeah, no
it's,
thanks.
a source of corruption taken directly from the king itself. Jora, when you were, well, dealing with the Horned King during that period, I know that you obviously have the rattle and Prince himself, but was there anything else that you got that could be replicated? Anything you made?
Before I summoned Prince, he was in a toy form. I had to
Okay.
charge him with a ritual.
Yeah.
The toys, didn't we think that they were kind of
Well, yeah, we did
They do
kind of.
seem
remove
corrupt.
them?
The toys, if nothing else, are in some way connected to the mimics that we've seen here, and, well, likely whatever toy, the uncharged version that was in, that may work. That it certainly is connected to the Horned King. If charging one was able to bring you Prince, then likely something like that would work for the recipe.
Could at least try, yeah.
We could try.
But is it something
Then,
that would hurt him?
No, it's a little off-putting seeing something that looks like him done as a weapon, but it shouldn't hurt any creature. It's not active yet, so.
yeah. And then the final one, the Ingots of Tainted Metal. I have a feeling that does refer to the
That's gotta be
corrupt
stuff
ingots.
Mouse found.
Yep, the same stuff
Certainly.
that was in the lake house, and Mouse did figure out a way to produce more of it, so we have that as well.
Oh yeah. We've got a small amount at Arden.
If we have
Alright.
crying obsidian and iron, we can make more.
I know that we have crying obsidian, so alright. Well, if we know our pieces, or at least our guesses at the appropriate pieces, there then comes the method of making it. How we're going to put them together when they explode when you hold them.
Starting in that obsidian box, although I don't know if it would destroy any of the other things in there.
We could probably just make a smaller one inside of there that wouldn't hurt any of the items. It would just be a
Yeah.
go in,
Yeah.
get exploded, come out. We'll just put down chests for all our
nearby,
items
chest,
so we don't get
Yeah,
anything
of course,
hurt.
of course.
That's a good idea.
Huh.
Yes, we need
But
more
it-
obsidian. Yeah.
And
I have
something
It's
that
not too hard.
it's,
Yeah, it just
something
gets
that I
annoying
observed
having to
while-
mine it.
Something I observed while in the fracture dealing with the crown and the sword is that it does appear rather instantaneous when you pick up both of the explosions, so I don't know if there's, well, time to get all three pieces together. That's my concern, at least. If you explode as soon as you've picked up more than two of them, then
So we'll make the box first.
box first,
What
of
if
course.
3 people are holding it and all die at the same time, and then
That-
the items
well,
touch?
Actually, what about 3 people with 1 person in a crafting table? Because the items are
Yeah.
fine to sit on the ground next to each other, so you could throw them one at a time to the central person, so that way 1 person's never holding more than 2, but they're using the crafting table to hold them.
Oh,
That could do it.
I don't fully understand, but that sounds like a good idea. Like,
Essentially just have 3 people holding it and 1 person at the crafting table, and then hand them the pieces one by one, so that way no one person ever has more than 1 piece, and it's all on the crafting table. That could do it, since they didn't explode when they were on the ground next to each other. It's someone picking them up that allows that
that could
spark.
work.
Alright. Then let's get
so
to
as
it.
far as materials,
wants to
I
collect
can
what?
provide enough bloody flames and warped fungus to make the
Okay.
base phantom swords for everybody.
I
does
have
anyone
crimson. I have crimson. I have 11 of them
Okay.
back at where I was staying.
Oh, that'd
Okay.
be great. We probably
Okay.
just need the 6.
Um, I'm going to need a fair bit of obsidian to make more of the black bone crowns 4 apiece.
I've got enough
I only have one
corrupt
on me.
ingots
I can
and
help mine
blaze rods
if
for Jora
I'm
and
Okay.
taken somewhere and
or
given
for
a pickaxe.
the two of us.
I can start with the
I don't need some
toys. How
crying
many do we
obsidian.
need?
I
one
would
for
say
each
1
of
per
us?
person. Yeah.
Okay.
Six,
Yeah.
So for
6.
how many corrupt ingots would we need?
Well, probably
For
to
binding
ooh.
agent, the mushrooms took 2, so 2
Yeah,
would
so
make sense.
yeah, we can start with 2.
Okay, and then we'll meet
So
downstairs in the
Yeah,
gallery.
we can meet downstairs. I'm definitely going to need someone to assist with crafting of the black bone crowns. I know that we don't have any obsidian, so
can
if you
do
have
that.
any spare obsidian, well, we'll probably need to
can do
mine
that.
some to build another room for it as
A
well. But
little bit. How much obsidian do they
4 per crown. I have
I
1,
can
so
go
we
get
need
obsidian
another
if
20
we need
or
it.
so. Okay,
take?
yeah.
Maybe we'll howl and let you guys know how many we have
Okay.
at home. I don't remember.
Yeah. And then there's
Yeah.
lots of other things. So I don't know where you prefer to be, Angel, but I'll be
I'll
heading
stay
back
with
to the
you.
house to. Okay, yeah. Certainly you can help because it's a bit of an involved recipe. Do you still have the white crown?
Yeah, it's
Angel.
back at home.
Okay, yeah. So that'll take that. We can upgrade that into one of the black ones. Okay. So we have a plan, I guess.
Okay, so you're crafting all the bone crowns then?
Yeah, but the only thing that we don't have is obsidian, so we'll need someone else's assistance with that. But we can.
Does
we can do
anybody
the rest
have
of the bone crown
4
stuff.
more blaze rods?
I have
Um,
32 blaze powder.
I have
Okay,
lots
I
of
think we
blaze
need
powder,
blaze
no
rods
to
for
the
the-
rods, though.
Oh, rods,
Okay.
that's right.
I've only got 2,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
so we'll
We
need 4
can
between
also
the 4 more.
Do
between
like
the
after we
6
do
of
one
us.
thing,
Yeah,
do
that could
another
be.
thing if we need.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Well, other than
But-
those, it seems like we've all got them and got the
Yeah,
materials
we-
in chests
Oh.
somewhere.
We do more or
I'm
less.
hoping we'll have
so.
soul sand at home, otherwise I might have to ask for some.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah,
We should.
if y'all can definitely work on the toys and the swords, we'll handle the
Yeah.
crowns.
Okay.
And
sounds
whoever
good.
with the ingots, whatever configuration works best.
I can do that.
Okay. And of course, we'll figure out obsidian once we know how much you guys have, but it's a start, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And
See you
we
guys soon.
we'll
Sweet.
we'll meet back here once we have the
Yeah,
pieces,
Sounds
right?
good.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep. Okay.
Let's do this then.
I'll let you look through my backpacking. I'm pretty sure the crown's in there though.
Okay. Yeah. It's not super expensive for the white one, but conserving materials, considering well how few we have in some regards.
Yeah.
It was an expensive recipe to begin with, and honestly, I find it almost ironic that something, well, was originally devised for such a different purpose is now actually being useful. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still there unless someone took it, but I don't think so.
okay, yeah, I'd imagine it's still around somewhere. All right, I'm keeping up.
Hmm.
Whew.
Yeah, we're so slow compared to them with their reindeer and their spiders.
Yes. Yeah, well, we do certainly have the capacity to get spiders of our own. We just need a bit of a better place to.
Last
get
time
them.
it was pretty sad. It
Yeah.
happened, tragic.
We can try somewhere more open, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm thirsty anyways.
And it's honestly very nice to have a sealed place in center to be able to do things like this.
Yeah,
A little bit more peace of mind, I suppose.
I agree. Literally the last thing I want is anything happening. Here, the pups.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely.
You know, it's just nice to have one safe place away from everything else.
Uh-huh.
My fish did! Look, they didn't despawn! Oh, I'm so proud.
Oh, that's nice.
I asked them to. Thank you. Okay, oh, bone crown. I'm going.
Yes, bone crown. I'll, okay, so yeah, if you can find yours, I'll start working on making more of the white ones.
Speaker block, good night.
A little heavy
Sleep
for
well.
diamonds, but... Actually, a little heavy on all the resources. I forgot how expensive they were, now that I haven't
Yeah, I
played
do.
them in so long. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Okay, blaze powder, blaze powder. Let's get to work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what
Speaker
can
speaker block,
oh,
good morning and good luck.
What can you help with? Let me think. On the making of the crown... Oh, crafting, I'm going to need quite a few bloody flames. Specifically, it's 4 per crown, and we need to make 5 more crowns, so... 20 bloody flame. I've got... This should be enough blaze powder, and then there's redstone, one of the chests.
Okay,
Thank you.
so I need... Okay.
Oh, I should... Honestly, we'll probably end up needing even more blaze powder, so I'll go grab...
I
another
have
stack.
32 on me.
Oh, yeah, if you could toss that over to me, because I have to make the original crowns with it. But probably Angel will end up needing whatever's left.
Here.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
the
you.
red
Mhm.
something?
The bloody flames.
Yes.
They're the same thing that...
Redstone.
Yeah, one redstone surrounded by 4 blaze powder.
Do we have redstone?
Where do you get redstone?
Oh, it's mine. You know, I might have left it outside of house. I'll go check down.
Okay.
I probably left it a little ways away. Unless you have any redstone, Mouse.
I don't on me.
Yeah, if you could go check so I don't have to go
Yeah,
all the way.
I will go.
Okay.
And
yeah.
see if the others have any.
That works too. Let's see though. Soul.
Oh, sounds like they
I
have
could
a lot.
take a trip over
Okay.
there real quick and get it.
Actually, I believe that I can get Willow to come here with both
Oh, sure.
the obsidian and the redstone.
I also have some crimson fungus that I need to
Oh.
drop off with Eloise, so...
Yeah, you could probably take that over to her as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2 per crown. Let's put that at 6. 2 per crown. There's another, what? 4 more crowns. So should be just 8. Okay. That's that. Blaze pattern bones. Ooh. Pains me to spend so many diamonds, but I suppose that it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine, this was a recipe I never thought that I'd be doing again. It's nice to have the things to mass produce, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually made one too many of the helmets, but that's okay. Just put that in there. And then if you need more blaze powder, here is what I have on me.
Thank you. I have, so 2 stacks. Plus
Wonderful.
12.
And as soon as Mouse gets back, we should have everything needed to upgrade all of these into the black ones.
Sweet. I'm gonna go look at the pup's feature rooms while we wait, because I was thinking about it earlier. But as soon as she gets here, just let me know. Probably here.
Yeah, I guess I'll head up with you. There's not any more crafting that I can do until we get those obsidian.
A lot of turtles up here.
Indeed. It'll be nice. I think the pups will like it.
Yeah, and we can make them more, now that we know what the pups
Customized.
look like. Yeah, more customized. And stuff like that.
Certainly Raymond will need a door or two.
Oh, yeah. And his own speaker block, maybe.
Of course.
I don't know, I guess
fact,
I think their birthday might be coming up maybe eventually.
Well, I mean, you could argue it's not exactly like time actually passes,
yeah,
so you could say that it's, why not? I mean, we did celebrate Christmas a little bit ago, so why not? It's we can pretend that it moves past.
Yeah.
In the end, that's really what holidays are about. The celebration of it. The date isn't too important.
Time, even though time's not real.
Yeah, passage of time.
I think October needs a little fish tank. I've been thinking about like pets for each of them, and she loves fish.
We could definitely. Honestly, we could do this one for October. Make this wall fish tank for these 6 blocks.
Yes.
And I even have some more of that glowing glass that I used on the entryway that you could have for the front of the tank.
That would be so cool. Honestly, maybe Chomp the Gar Flares could come live in here. But he's kind of rude. He doesn't want any friends. Yeah. He'll eat them. Maybe Gar can go with all the library Gars. I think we have 3 right now. So. I feel bad he's down.
Yeah, we can do that.
Who wants a turtle? Someone could have a turtle. Maybe Sunny?
Certainly.
I don't know. We could just see what they like.
I think a turtle's her speed, I suppose, all things considered. Appropriate.
Yeah.
It's a good pet. And then, could always stick Murphy with Raymond.
Oh.
He's responsible enough.
I think so. Getting water here to remember till one day.
Someday.
Food in here. Yeah, some pancakes. Oh wait, could I just put the pancakes here? Oh. Yes. They can each have their own cake. Oops. This one. Ah! Oh no. Well, if anyone's hungry, we have a floor pancake.
It works.
Oh.
Should probably take that little bit of terracotta and fix the wall there.
Yeah.
Okay, coming down now. Oh yes, the many pups. Sometimes I forget quite how many are around.
Yeah.
Lots of mouths to feed.
Lots of eggs. Never. Actually, speaking of, while I'm up here, I should probably grab a few more stacks and get cooking. I want to ask if there's anything you want to talk about, but I know the second I do, everyone will bust in.
Yeah. Well, if it helps at all, currently I'm just, more or less content, even though I know we're facing, well, what'll likely be a rather tense and dangerous thing. I don't know, perhaps I have more confidence than I should, but I'm confident that we'll all pull through this.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. And the book guy even helping us out, I feel like boosts my confidence in everything.
Yeah.
He didn't have any faith, why would he go through the
Indeed,
effort?
as little as we know about the book guy, I still don't think that he's, well, at least not a direct threat to us. He, well, likely has his own reasons for doing the things that he does, but he clearly is against the Horned King, and we know that the Horned King's bad. Oh, bark bark.
Welcome.
We have a redstone and the obsidian. Ooh,
wonderful,
this is a nice,
wonderful.
lovely entrance. It's very.
Oh, thank you. I was, well, working on that while Angel was getting some rest. Thank you. Redstone, obsidian. This should be. Oh, we are 1 obsidian short.
We only had 19.
Okay. Here, Angel.
We can.
Do I have any on me?
Yeah, if you only need 1 more, and then.
Well, we're gonna go get some blaze rods, and we might run into some while we're there. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, I mean, actually, wait. We have a bucket of lava in here. I can just make that into obsidian.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes I forget that that's a thing you can do.
How many bloody flames?
20. Yeah, 4 per, crown upgrade.
Alright. We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. Here we go, John. I got bloody flames.
Oh no. We may have slightly flooded the house.
Oh no!
Water, please stop.
Oh,
dear.
the mushrooms. Well, sometimes I guess
mushrooms.
it needs to be cleansed.
Yeah, sometimes. Even if the cleansing is accidental. Oh no, my beautiful carpet, please
Hello
don't.
again.
Oh, it stopped.
Welcome back.
Oh, hello, mouse.
Good luck with your
Okay, thank you.
Is that Eloise I hear?
Apparently we
Yeah,
can
that
hear
was
you in the
Eloise.
tunnel, so that's fun.
Oh,
Wish
yeah.
us luck. Okay, so, I'm just going to need to pick back up the obsidian. I can do that. Yeah, and put the water away.
Where would you like me to put the extra, redstone and blaze
Oh,
powder?
extra redstone in our, I think we have a gems or valuables, something to that effect, chest, or like our other blocks of diamond etc are, and as for the blaze powder, just in creature drops or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Any of that works. And also, thank you for the eggs. I have lots now.
Good.
It's very much appreciated, you. I know that I probably don't say thanks for that stuff enough, but I do appreciate it.
Oh, I don't mind. Makes me happy to, have a purpose.
Oh, you have a much more purpose than giving eggs.
Yeah, I know, but...
Though the eggs are appreciated,
Yeah,
regardless.
they're
Uh-huh.
Okay, you said redstone dust? No. Blaze powder and mob drops. Redstone
Yes.
and valuables.
Yes.
Valuables are down here. Ah.
Okay, that's all the obsidian needed. Time to make the crowns. Assuming that I ran the numbers correctly. I will give you yours first because this is, well, made from the one that you've had.
I'd appreciate it, thank you.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I was down putting the redstone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
Here you go.
Thank you. Does it
Go
still
also.
have the effects? Oh!
Nope, the tint got removed when it was, upgraded. You're going to need to get in water to,
Yeah.
take off the fire, or else the
Yeah.
moment you,
Can I walk over
it happens.
to Rick? This is a lot. I forgot
Yeah.
about all of this.
Yeah, he'll it won't be able to catch him on fire. You just gotta hop in the water and then take off the crown while you're in the water.
Can I be in the water and take off the crown?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Will I hurt Rick? I won't hurt Rick, right?
No, 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 of course not.
I'm gonna pick up Rick just in case. Come here, Rick. Ah! Okay.
Just take off the crown. You should be... There you go.
That was scary. That was a lot. I don't know if I could do that again. Oh.
Yeah, well, fortunately, we won't have to be putting them on. We'll be making them into swords.
Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I know what's happening. Okay. Whew. Everything's good.
Indeed. Oh, okay, so I have the rest of the crowns, meaning that we've got our pieces.
Oh yeah, I guess we could start heading over there.
Yeah, we could. If you're ready.
Yeah, I think so. There's always a
All
campfire nearby. I can just.
Indeed.
on the
Yeah, we can certainly. Likely they'll be heading to the fracture to get the rest of the blaze rods they're needed for the swords, but I'm certain that probably Jora's still working on the toys.
Yeah, I don't even mind helping going in the fracture as long as I can put all my stuff somewhere.
Yeah, we can swing by their place, see if there's anything they need to paw with.
Okay. Oh wait.
Oh, you
I
got
wanna
your
be
sled,
fast.
so see.
Yeah.
I will also get my sled.
I'll take a sled until I can have a proper, like, mount. Noble steed.
I'm certain there's something we can sort out. Honestly, if you could find a way to get them to listen to you, the manor mimics would most likely possess the strength to be ridden.
Really? That sounds very interesting. I feel like you could
It does.
tame one or train one.
Probably. Yeah, you could convince them. Obviously they're a little bit less, less, I guess, sapient than I am, so...
I feel like that makes it easier, but...
Indeed. And also less handsome.
True,
so.
true. Yeah.
I appreciate the agreement there.
Can I jump? No, I can't. That's okay.
Oh, sled hit a wall. Sled, please. Gotta jump over the wall myself.
I gotta. Woo!
See, that's the smart way.
Yeah. 360. No scope. Oh.
Oh, this is a very narrow bridge. It feels a lot more narrow when you're on a sled.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
That's okay.
That's the danger of the sleds.
It happens.
I don't know if the sleds can drown, but
I
mean,
so.
logically they shouldn't be able to drown, but also stranger things have happened, so...
Oh, it did drown. Oh,
well, that's
but it didn't.
terrifying.
Did it drop?
No, it's over here, Angel.
Oh, I see.
It's a little closer to me. Yeah, it's floating.
There you go.
I wonder if I can ride a sled into their house.
Try.
I can. Bark bark, anybody home? Hopefully. Otherwise I'd just barged in on the sled.
You did.
Well, suppose if they were here, then they would say something.
Yeah.
We can check by the fracture. It's not too far. Certainly not on the sled, at least.
Okay, I am ready, but I lost you.
I'm over here. By their campfire.
Oh, I see.
Even without the snow everywhere, it's a little easy to get lost.
Oh, I accidentally ended up in the goat pen.
Oh.
I'm stuck. Hold.
You in the goat pen? With the goat?
In the goat pen.
Here.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. Fortunately, the goat paid no mind.
I didn't even notice.
Nope. Didn't even blink. This way, this way. Or, well, since we're here, we should probably swing through center just so they might be there, honestly. Yeah. Check center and then go to the fracture.
Oh.
This all corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got this. Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark. Hello, anybody? Well, you know, I guess that we did, to some degree, pick the easy job of, the crowns didn't require us to really go anywhere to get things, so,
True.
I suppose that we should probably check the fracture as well if they aren't here.
Mm-hmm. Thing about the sleds in water. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Something about...
They're a little difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Fracture time.
It's strange, I think it's right in here where Jora killed me when we first met.
Yeah, actually.
Interesting memories.
Because this is where I ran away.
Yep, this is... Oh, come on, right in the water. That's ridiculous.
Oh.
Okay, there's a water pit here. Gonna go over, follow the torches. I don't see you, but...
Yeah, I didn't want to
I
fall
see
in the
you.
water. So I'm trying to figure out another way around.
Well, if you try that, it doesn't lead directly into the water. You just gotta be smart about where you go.
Whoa. I'm going fast. Oh, I see.
Let me get on a sled. Here we go. Oh.
Oh, I hear something. I hear it. Oh.
That does sound like Eloise.
I fell.
I assume they're out of the fracture if they're able to howl for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, back to center. Into center.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, this grass is growing, but no snows.
Indeed.
Oh, some of it is gathering on.
Yeah, I believe it's just the tall grass that accumulates the snow, oddly enough.
Mm. Makes sense. Ah, this tree house. Yours. First.
Yep. Different times, different times.
I'm gonna climb it.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna climb it.
Oh. Well, I suppose that I could also climb it while we wait.
Yeah, just since we're waiting. Maybe I'll be able to see him running up.
Mm-hmm.
Or riding up. Who knows these days. Everyone's so fancy.
Whoa.
Oh, it's very scary up here.
Tired before
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna want to watch out. There's no snow to break your fall, so.
There wasn't last time either, but, you know. I also landed on a spike.
Exact.
I wanted to be cool and impress you.
Well, I am impressed.
Oh.
If that helps.
Wow, it looks so cool from up here. Like, all of center.
I'm slowly making my way up. Hello.
Hello. Be careful.
Okay. There's no good place to, like, sleep up here. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have planned on that, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'll break the leaves and just... There we go. Okay. Gonna put down a sleeping bag, and if I fall off,
Okay.
I fall off.
No. I got you. I'll definitely hold on.
I appreciate that.
Tavern looks so cute.
Mm-hmm. A tavern's one of my favorite things that we've all built. And we were all there to build it as well. That was nice.
First, like, teamwork thing.
Indeed.
With everyone.
And, well, Even if it is a different variety of teamwork, I have the strangest feeling that this gate and all of this will be a great act of teamwork as well.
Yeah. Honestly, I really need to take a little nap too, but I'm scared. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just do it right in the exact spot where I did mine. You should be fine.
Where'd it go?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. Don't get up.
Okay.
Don't get up.
Okay. I don't know what happened. It automatically
Gently.
just.
Yeah. Okay. We can fix that. All right, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm surprised the sleeping bags can like go off ledges like that. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I just tried to set it down, but then I didn't see where it like got set down, and then I tried to pick it up, and then it made me lay down wherever it was.
Oh, bark, bark.
Hello.
Bark.
Where are you guys at?
Hello. Hi, Willow. I see you down there.
Hello. I don't. I
Very
want
far
to see them.
below.
I do. Hi. If you look straight up.
Hi.
I don't.
I have no snowballs. Otherwise, like behind you, Willow. Straight up.
Wait, is it right there?
Well, let me hold out a torch.
I don't think she can see up this high.
Oh wait,
Maybe
I think
not.
I see Angel. I think I see Angel.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, I think oh no, wait, that's John. His pink sweater gave it away.
Hi.
Hi. Wait.
I don't think that I look that much
It's
like
beautiful up here. The whole center just looks so
it's
pretty.
wonderful.
Just be very
Am
careful.
I allowed to come up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
Be careful.
We'll
Ignore
see
the
if
sign.
No,
don't know
listen
who
to
put
the
that there.
sign.
What does the sign say?
You can read it when you see it.
Okay. Is it up there with you guys?
No, it's you'll see
No,
it.
it's at the base. Oh, she totally passed the sign.
It's fine. It's
I'll read it when I come back.
yeah.
Of course.
Be careful.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I want to add more flowers and stuff. I'm gonna start
Oh my gosh, you're right.
getting more.
It does
Yeah.
look so pretty.
I love the trees, so we can
terrifying
keep
drop-off.
adding more, or different kinds even, like different colors.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying.
It's very
Gosh,
scary.
this view.
Yeah. And the tavern.
Do you think I could land in that snow on top of the
Oh gosh.
top of the little
I
center
mean,
circle?
yes, I do think you can. I don't think you should.
Oh, it's a temptation now.
John.
It would be
'Cause
cool
I know
if you
some
made
of those are
it,
slabs.
but
Some of those are slabs, some are not
What
slabs. I don't know which ones are and are not slabs.
Do you want to walk all the way back?
Oh,
You ready to
I can
risk
make
it?
I wouldn't need to walk all the way back because I could make it.
We'll see how well this goes.
Okay.
Maybe.
This stuff is just gonna splatter everywhere.
Whoop.
Oh, there he goes.
She
did it!
I
told
want to
you.
try,
She did
but
it.
I can't. I will not make it.
Yeah, the very middle is all slabs.
I'll-
There's like 2 blocks of not slabs at the edge. But not the very edge. The very edge is slabs. Just like right these 2.
Those
Very
two
small landing
specifically?
strip. Like
Okay,
these 2
should I go?
between.
If you do it, I will, but we could do it
Between the outer
together.
edge and middle.
We could go
Okay,
on
you ready?
3,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
I don't have enough backpack room for both of you. Good job, Angel.
I did it too! Wow. Oh my goodness. How did I not die? I feel so bad. Oh no.
Good
It's
job,
okay.
Angel.
I got her stuff. Well, I don't, but
Bark, bark.
she should be back.
Willow's dead, but she's fine. She'll be back.
We did a jump together, but only one of us made it.
It was a really cool
unfortunately.
jump.
I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we're having a lot of fun.
Honestly, we were looking at the view from Jora's original house, and it's really pretty. And then we were jumping. And, well,
Yeah.
Oh, I remember jumping off of that.
yeah.
So long
Surprised
ago.
I made it, honestly.
Uh-huh.
That feels like a different lifetime.
I would like to think that the wings helped, but also I'm certain your great skill in jumping assisted as well.
I think so. Oh no, I have so much of Willow's stuff, but I'm sure that she'll be back.
She'll be back.
Yeah.
I don't know where she She might respawn in the manor, but I'm sure she'll
In the
find her
manor?
way.
Maybe at the
Well,
manor. Can't you not rest there? Oh,
well,
I suppose there are the anchors.
There are the anchors.
Wow. So maybe she never has to sleep? Maybe that's even worse?
Well,
I hope
that's
she's
terrifying.
Oh, man.
Honestly, I don't entirely understand her current physiology, so
No.
maybe she doesn't have
That
to sleep.
didn't go very well.
I
Willow.
don't know how only one of us made it. That was wild.
Wait,
Oh, dear.
you made it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
Angel
die.
got it.
I don't know how.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look at you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I might have of yours.
Oh,
Just let me
My
know.
stuff.
It's all still here.
Willow, up, just, up here. I'll make a staircase.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Thank you.
No
Mhm.
sign of
Thank you.
Mouse yet?
No,
She howled saying she was on her way.
Okay.
yeah, I think that she did howl. So,
Oh,
do y'all have
yeah, it
the other
just kinda
ingredients?
splattered everywhere.
It
Yep,
happens.
I've got the toys, and then I've got blaze rods, and then...
Oh, if you pass me the
Okay.
blaze rods, I can just go ahead and
Sure.
make those swords.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
let's make
There's
absolutely
nothing
certain
else.
there is no crossing of items. Of whoever has
Yeah.
the swords doesn't have any
Oh,
toys.
is
and
this your
same
backpack?
goes for
Toys
the
are in my
other ones.
backpack, so...
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yes.
have anything else.
If you're
so
missing
I'll
anything,
go
I
ahead
might
and
have
make the
accidentally picked
swords
it up.
I think
With those.
obsidian backpack as well.
Oh, yes.
Everything else, I believe I have. Oh, do you happen to have bone boots?
No, but wait.
They could be in the snow up there, or they might have it fell off the edge somewhere around the back here.
You can start.
Warped the list
Oh.
to spare.
Oh, I found a sword.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Oh, I
that's
found some
Mhm.
milkshakes. Oh, these are the ones that Atlas gave
Oh.
me at some point or something.
Oh,
similar.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. No. Jora, for Christmas, she gave me some milkshakes.
Oh. Interesting.
No, just, I think that Atlas gave to her, but...
Oh,
Nothing
well,
wrong with
regifting.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
Uh-huh.
I
Hi.
regifting's good. Oh,
Hi,
mouse.
Mouse.
Hello, mouse.
Happy I made it.
Indeed.
Okay, we're all here.
All right.
Sorry, I got a little
It's not
sidetracked.
No, you're all right.
Okay.
Oof. Okay, so we're gonna want to do this underground, right? Do we have any spare obsidian to make a secondary chamber, or do we want to trust in our method?
I would like to make another chamber. We gotta
Yeah,
be
that's
careful
fair.
about this stuff.
I certainly agree with you there. All right. Do we have the
could
capacity
just
to do that?
Use the one the skull is in if we move
It doesn't have to be too big, either.
Hmm. Yeah, you do make a fair point,
I'm
Eloise.
gonna
so-
rest really quick.
Okay, yeah.
I think I know a place pretty nearby that has a lot of crying obsidian.
Hmm.
I don't know if we'd want to use that though.
Yeah, I think regular obsidian may be the safest bet.
Yeah.
All things considered. Eloise did make a fair point about moving the skull, since it's in an adjacent chamber.
True, we could use that chamber and just move the skull temporarily.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, so we don't have to build an entire new area.
That works.
All right, okay. Let's do this.
I think, Eloise is taking a quick
Oh.
nap.
Okay.
Oh, I was
yeah,
thinking
that's-
about that too, but I couldn't get up at any moment.
Well, at least we should
Oh, it's taking a
get ourselves down there, and then we can. Yeah.
I miss being able to use these hammocks.
Someday, Angel.
Someday soon. Better be.
Yeah.
I hope so as well. So, how's about this? Let's all move down to the chamber, and then anyone who needs a moment of rest, while the others, move the
Okay.
skull and get that prepared.
Yep.
Yeah.
Angel,
Oh, yeah.
we're heading. Don't know where you went.
I see y'all. Or I see Willow.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you went around the other way.
the X-ray was off and this is different.
Wait, what's different?
When we came down here
Oh.
to check if you were here, the X-ray was off and this changed.
Oh. That was
Oh,
the
that's
flower that
not-
Eloise had left,
yeah,
right?
it was a pink one?
She left a blue one, though.
Mm.
Oh.
Blue one, I think.
There's also a bunch of like.
And it was
carbon in-
normal dirt.
Yeah, I
Oh, there is carbon. The heck?
Strange. The X-ray being off is concerning, but
anything
do we
missing?
all know that we left the door shut? Is there?
Yeah, the door was shut. I just removed the blocks to get in.
Okay, I'm looking through the chest now to see if there is anything I can think of missing. It doesn't look like it though.
No one
Everything
was
appears
down
undisturbed.
here after we all left, right?
No, we were.
I wasn't.
Well, we were asleep. Besides the
I
lightning
was-
waking us up.
You know where I was. You left me in the manor.
Yeah, and you guys were asleep. Me and Eloise were running around.
Yeah, we didn't
Uh-huh.
leave our house. At least me and John didn't. See, I have a pickaxe. I want to check back here, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
accidentally
sure.
destroy it. Thank you.
Oh.
I don't have a pickaxe. Sorry.
Do you have a
no.
book that has like all of
The skull's still
a
here.
list?
Yeah.
Do we have a list of everything that was in the chest, like the amounts and stuff?
I believe so.
I think Jora was making one.
No, I asked one from you and you never gave it to me. I thought you were writing everything down.
Me?
Yeah, you said you had a book.
No, I said, John said he had a book.
I remember just getting
I
materials.
had
for
the
a
book regarding the blackboard.
I said I
Yeah,
had
for the
materials
blackboard,
for
yeah.
it.
I
Yeah,
went
I
to look
was.
at
I was
And then we
only
gave
writing
all the
down
materials
us
to someone
deciphering-
else.
Yeah, I was writing down us deciphering the blackboard.
Oh,
That-
I also kind of thought Mouse and me were getting the
Yeah.
materials for the book, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
were
know.
getting materials because Angel went and
Yeah, I
got
think we-
sugar cane,
Ooh,
and then I got
So we
feathers.
didn't have a list. That's what.
Yeah,
We're
I think
dressing.
what it comes down to is that there was a, well, we didn't
All of
fully
these
nail
things are
down
still
who was
here.
who. With yeah, everything
So are
looks to
these.
be in the same amounts, as from what I remember at least.
Oop.
Nothing looks awry
Oh,
besides,
is this
of
someone's
course,
crafting
well,
table?
It's mine.
What was
I have
awry?
to throw it when I do something. It's okay. I'll take it back.
Were there more books in here
Huh.
before?
Oh, I'm also missing my crafting table. That's okay. I can make a new one.
and where?
In here. I thought that there was another row, like that the Lily and the Mimic Carnation were right next to another row of books, but I could be wrong.
I think.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know,
I
I
just
just-
quickly edited that.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
hopefully
added
fix
the
that.
our copy of the Horned King book to there.
okay.
And as for,
Wait, where'd
Uh,
the carbon go? Is
I
it
believe
still
Angel's wanting to take a quick. Nope, it's gone.
there? Did someone clean it?
I have a crafting table. I just placed it.
Oh, the
Yeah,
carbon?
It was here, right?
Yeah, we cleaned the carbon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever. Angel, you said you were going to take a nap or something like that? Just
Hmm.
now, or
No.
a little bit, something like that? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm mistaken.
She said
Okay,
she was
yeah, we
thinking
can-
about it, but Eloise
Oh,
was
okay,
taking
yeah.
a quick nap.
Oh, I
that,
see,
that was
that
it,
was
that
said
was
Oh,
it.
I had a weird
Apologies.
angle, and it looked like the pants and the armor were gone. I had a little bit of a heart attack for a second
Oh.
there. But they're
No,
there.
they're
They're
certainly
there.
still there. Okay, well, if we're all ready then, everyone's rested and prepared, we can at least move the skull. I
We
think
do
that we
not
should have
have
Eloise
Eloise.
present. Yeah, of course, Eloise present for everything else, but in terms of getting the
Getting
skull out
ready,
of there,
yeah.
getting the room, yeah.
Oh yeah, we can start making the room, yeah?
Yeah, where do we want to put the skull temporarily?
We can hollow out a little bit of this deep slate, because that's supposed to have
Okay.
similar properties, right?
Why don't we just
It's
put it in
certainly tough enough to.
I don't know if we want to have it with the other corrupt things.
That is one concern, definitely. Just, we'll be quick, okay? We'll just put it in there with the deep slate for just a moment, and then...
This, this, this.
Wonderful. Do we have a crafting table for this room?
I have a crafting table.
I have.
Okay. We'll get that down, then we'll wait for Eloise, and we're going to need a chest to whoever's actually in there physically making swords, unless each person would like to make their own. Okay, how's about this? Each person can make their own sword. It'll require teamwork, of course, to get the items, but considering, well, I guess how personal the process is, we should likely all make our own.
Did someone pick up with
At least that's my thoughts.
It's 16, now I placed on 2 and now I only have 14. Wait, I'm smart, I can count.
I was about to say, 2 isn't
I know how to count,
14
it's
plus
fine.
2 is 16.
It's been a long night, I haven't been able to sleep for a while.
Ah. Okay, yeah, so...
Do we have at least one
sounds
piece
like-
of obsidian to block up the entrance every time? Otherwise it's gonna blast out
Well,
where it's...
we gotta keep
Well,
throwing...
we're avoiding explosion, hopefully, by using this method. So I can gladly be the guinea pig with the first sword, to make sure that this even
glow
works.
shrooms can be safety line.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check
Ah,
on
safety
Eloise.
line.
Back a
That
little
works.
more, but safety line.
Eloise just howled, so she'll be down.
She'll be here soon.
Strange that howls carried this far underground, but
Curious.
regardless. It certainly does.
You know when you like put your ear up against a solid object and you can like hear everything weird?
Ah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Eloise? Are you up here? Bark, bark.
Hey, sorry
Oh,
about that.
Eloise. Hey. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, of course.
When we went down there, there was a bunch of sulfur, which I'm pretty sure means something was in there and died, but I don't know. No one was really acted on it, but it just seemed weird to me, and I just wanted to mention it to someone.
Nobody thought anything of it?
Not really. And then someone cleaned it up, but when I looked back up, it was all gone. But I just don't know how it would get in there if no one died, you know, or if a creature got in there, you know, if there's any way, a hole, but
Yeah.
I want to bring it up,
You
but
noticed the flower was
yeah.
different. Jora and I went down to see if we didn't even notice the sulfur.
Yeah,
but
I didn't either.
Everyone else saw it. Something's going on there, huh?
It was just weird. I just wanted to mention it to someone, but since no one else really seemed, I don't know, I didn't want to say it publicly,
Of
but
course.
there-
Yeah, no, I think that is something to worry about. I'm with you.
yeah.
Everyone good up here?
Yeah, I'm just headed down. I think I was just a little nervous.
Okay.
Did you saw the sulfur, right?
Yeah, the carbon.
Or the carbon? Doesn't that mean that something must have died in there?
Yeah, my only suspicion would have been like the stray or something,
Yeah,
but
and we should
it's
just check
too
maybe
lit up.
if there was a hole or some way something's getting in or out, because if something's dying
the
in there.
undead don't die without fire, so I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
The X-ray was off too. It's just off with the lily? Why would there be
Yeah.
a lily there now?
Yeah, Sin gave me a lily as a warning before we fought the Mortem. They're connected to all of this somehow.
I just wanted to mention that because it seemed weird.
Interesting.
Something's
Yeah.
up, but
Okay. We'll
yeah.
keep an eye out.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
Welcome back.
Bark, bark.
Thank you. They're coming.
Awesome.
Okay, so, unless there are any, oppositions to this, I can volunteer to go first in case this method doesn't work. I was the one who said try it with the crafting table to hold the things, so if it explodes,
Is there somewhere
I'll...
we can put our stuff, like our personal stuff? I'm
yes,
willing
there's
to
a
help.
chest over
Yeah,
here.
made a
I put everything
We'll be
in
doing
my
it one at a
backpack.
time, so you can just...
Yeah, one at a time, but I can be the first if,
I don't have a backpack. I'm very messy. I apologize.
Okay, so we're just throwing individual items one at a time too?
First I have to say that I have the black bone crown on the table, in the crafting
Okay.
table, and then, okay, it's on there, and I'm going to need either
put all
the
the
toy or
other
the
black
sword.
crowns
Okay, I'm
somewhere
throwing
else?
the toy.
Yes, they're all in the
Just wanted to make
You
sure
ready?
they weren't all in your inventory.
Yep. Throw the toy.
Toy's down.
Okay, it's on the table, and it didn't
Okay.
explode, so that's a good sign.
Okay.
Could I get the sword?
Yep.
Okay. Now the two corrupt ingots.
Behind the safety line,
Oh,
Eloise.
safety
Safety line of mushrooms.
line. I like it.
And it's being a little finicky, but that should do it. Oh, that was a
Good.
strike, but it worked.
You have it?
Sword.
Whoa.
No,
Okay.
I'm not hurt at all. I have a sword.
Okay.
Wow.
Feeling okay?
Actually, I would say that the sword, when I hold it, gives essentially the same benefits as the black bone crown, minus the blindness.
Oh.
So that's a
Fire?
step up, a significant step up. Yeah, there's no fire, but
Okay.
I have regeneration, and I feel faster. I have fire resistance.
Oh.
This is a good start. All right.
Well, that's good.
Whoever wants to be
Okay.
next, I can be the one to throw in crown.
Okay, I'll
Um,
go next, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Willow.
I don't have any of these, so.
Okay.
Yep. You go crown first.
Yeah, crown
Just
first.
have it ready.
Yeah, the crown goes on the top, and then down should be the toy in the middle and the sword at the bottom.
Okay. Crown on top. Okay,
Yep.
crown is on
I'm
top.
throwing in the toy.
And
Gotta get a little closer. Go.
I'll eventually pick it up. Okay, I got the toy.
You ready for the sword?
Yep.
Oh, this is working.
And then I need the ingots.
Yeah,
believe.
just one on either side should do it to bind it, just like
Okay.
with the Phantom Blade. Same
Okay.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's made.
You did it?
Yeah. It didn't strike me with
That's
lightning.
good.
Okay, well that's good.
Rather stable for
Uh-huh.
what it is.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
I can go next.
I can like see things.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I glow when I hold it, so that's
Looks like
Curious
everyone
as well.
glows. It's like
I
the.
have the
Uh-huh.
ingots
Blade.
in.
okay. Ingots
Okay.
in.
You wanna throw the
I
crown?
can- Oh yeah, I'll grab the crown for you, Mouse. Next crown. Here you go. Crown in to Mouse. You should there.
It's in.
Whoever's
Okay.
next, I put the toy. Yeah. Okay.
That is in.
Alright, here's the sword.
Alright. And it's in. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is fun.
Angel, you
Mhm.
next?
I'll go last.
Okay. Do you want me
I
to go,
can-
Eloise, or?
Either way, you'll just need to hold two of the swords if I go next. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and you don't have.
Oh, Eloise, as soon as you have the sword in or whatever, I have the crown for you.
Okay, sword's on the bottom.
Okay, tossing the crown to you.
Okay, and that one goes up
On the top.
top. Okay, I'm ready
Then-
for the next.
Toy's gonna be in the middle.
It's in.
Okay. And then the ingots. Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't be standing that close to the skull.
Good job.
Okay.
That's all good.
Do you want to take the swords back? I know I can't hold more than one at a time. Okay. Okay.
I've got the crown ready for you, Jora, when you need it.
In. Okay, I'm ready for the crown.
Okay.
Okay, next.
I'll bring the sword.
Yep. Okay, now the ingots. Okay, got it.
That one looks odd.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Uh-huh.
So, I have the crown, so I do that first.
Yeah, crown at the very top of the grid, in the middle.
Very top, in the middle. Okay.
I'll throw the toy now.
That goes in the very center.
Oh,
yeah.
Oof. I might push you a little bit further inside the box,
Okay.
Angel, just so
Yeah.
safe. Just stay in the table.
Okay.
You're good. Okay. Next item, that'd be the sword of the ingots.
I'm bringing the sword.
Okay, goes on bottom.
Okay, then the ingots.
Is it in the crafting table?
I don't have the ingots yet.
I just didn't hear if you put the sword in there.
Yeah, sword, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
Okay.
that's it,
That's all of us?
right?
Yeah, that's all of us.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that went well.
Yep.
Dehydrated. Okay.
So we probably need to put the skull back now.
Yes, that's first thing is putting the skull back, definitely. I can be the one to do that if no one else wants to.
I can do it.
Putting it back where?
Okay. Into the
Where it was
box.
supposed to go.
Oh.
We can take out the crafting table as well. It's not really needed. Yep. Whose crafting table is this?
It was mine.
Oh. Here. Yeah. Oh, that's two. There you go.
Thank
And
you.
you guys hadn't come to any conclusions about all this and whatever
Well,
carbon was in here?
I don't know. Perhaps that was the disturbance that the book guy talked about.
Yeah.
But what it was is the question.
What it was. Yeah, perhaps it was simply some, I don't know, fluctuation of having all this corrupt stuff in here that, well, obviously the obsidian acts as an insulator, so I don't know, perhaps he's accumulating or bouncing off the walls, something to that effect. I
Let's
don't
have
know.
to keep a closer eye on it then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we should really do a list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the list would
I
probably
mean,
be good.
there's rarely any strange thing that isn't connected to something, but I
Indeed.
suppose that's true whether we know it or not.
Yes, and, well, yeah, we can certainly devise a list, but now that we have the swords, well, firstly, Willow, I would like to take a better look at that chest plate that you got from the book guy.
Oh, yeah, I haven't. Let me run to the manor, like, real quick, and
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
mind.
and also, if you would grab
Oh,
the
yes.
manor key while you're there.
Yes, I got you. Yeah, I will run and grab it.
Okay,
Rest.
as for rest of us, if we need to rest, but I do think that it would be wise to, at least devise a place to build this gate, soon.
You think we're ready?
I think, we're going to need to figure out a way to manufacture more of the chest plates, but besides that, and, perhaps some training among ourselves, well, I don't think that there's much more left for us to do, once I take a look at the chest plates and have more time to really think about this. I do think that the items that we figured out, the blocks, are correct, or at least as close to correct. We'll certainly try them. And I guess that, well, we really need a place to build it to even begin trying.
Somewhere far from here, though, right?
Relatively far. I don't know how such a thing would function in the manor, so unfortunately, I do think it is best that we build it somewhere in our world. We can't predict how. Yeah, we can't predict, and as the book guy said in the Horned King book, we need to, well, be certain that we bring the Horned King, not anything else by accident. So, in addition to what's here on the board, anything else that we have that's connected to the Horned King, having that present, I don't know, I guess, like, coordinates of some way for the gate to be able to latch onto the Horned King specifically.
Maybe we can do it where we first tried to get rid of it?
I'm not so certain how I feel about fighting it in an enclosed space.
In that area, like, maybe above, I don't know.
Somewhere...
It did have a large crater on the roof. I don't know how we'd have to cover it up.
Yeah, we could... Yeah, that and anywhere with...
Yeah,
and
close.
anywhere with underground caverns beneath, we don't know if the opening of the gate would create shockwaves and collapse anything. So we need somewhere stable.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, so somewhere stable without underground caverns. Probably somewhere open. We don't know, well, exactly how big the gate will be or how big the Horned King will be. Somewhere that we can move, at least.
So we go find a place, I guess?
Yeah, as soon as Willow... I'll probably have to look into the chest plates, because when I had Willow's in the manor, in just glancing over it, it likely would require a shadow gem to create another one, and we don't have... we have 1 shadow gem in here and 7 fragments, and that's only enough to make 2 shadow gems total, and we'd need a chest plate at least for each of us. So, certainly making the sword has taught me some more about how these different varieties of corruption interact, so there's probably some way to get more of the greater mimics, to get more of the gems from them. Probably something to do with the toys. You can figure out something. I don't know. I'll have to take a moment, and obviously looking at the chest plate more in detail will hopefully shed some answers on that, but we're going to need them. Something that's strong, we want to make sure that we're prepared, so in every way possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jumping is making me dizzy.
Oh, sorry.
Sugar.
I get more jumpy when I'm nervous. What it comes down to, I suppose, is the fact that, I can certainly look into the chest plates as best as I can. Primarily, the big component would be the shadow gems, how to get more of those. I can take time to really look into that, but for now, what we know that we can do is find a place to build this gate. At least scope out a location, make sure that it meets every requirement. Someplace, stable, open, and, nowhere sentimental. We don't know what sort of destruction may be wrought there. I'll stop jumping. Finding a place for the gate, I think, is at the top of our list, and then obviously I'll have to look into the chest plate as well.
Yeah.
Then probably we may very well need more assistance with actually constructing the chest plates, but for the moment, I will just need to look into them.
I mean, just finding a spot in a city and clearing out the snow and just a single building should probably give us enough room.
Yeah,
we just
you could
need to
even
find the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, you could even clear out a couple of connected buildings, leaving just the exterior walls, create, an arena, more or less. Someplace large with high walls of concrete, but regardless, somewhere contained, and we could find some place like that. If you know any, there's a lot of city, but
well, we
somewhere.
don't want it the city that's connected to center.
No, definitely not.
And we don't want it far away, just like the other fights.
oh.
Needs to be close.
That's
That
just
was
Willow coming out of
Or-
manor, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear ya.
There is a city near where Mouse and I used to live at the Yellow Forest that we could take a look
Oh,
at.
I
It's
think I
just
know
across the
exactly
lake.
where you're talking about. Yes, well, I believe that's actually where the entrance to the tunnel that I used to blow up Hubert's grave was, so I am familiar with the location.
Yeah.
We should
So
go
Okay.
check it
we
out.
could head there once Willow's
Yeah,
back.
we
Seems
can
like
scope
she's
it out. and everything
heading
else. Yeah, we can.
now.
We can scope it out, and then obviously materials to build the gate soon. We'll need to accumulate all of that, and I am thinking that for an outer frame, deep slate, well, it's worked well enough here, and it's less heavy and whatnot than obsidian. We can create a large frame out of that to contain, well, this is, I guess, more of an interior ring. What this is having us build, these are the active components rather than everything that you'd need to build something like we can
Got to
stabilize
keep it
and control.
in one shape. So.
In one shape, in one place, because,
Mm-hmm.
simply put, we have no idea what would happen if the ring were to tear apart. We don't know if we could close it then, so.
That wouldn't be good.
No, it wouldn't.
John, do you want to just start making a list after the page of this book? I mean,
Yeah, actually, that
just
might work.
all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we don't
Yeah,
have to
I
make
can-
a new one. It's just a list of all the stuff we need.
Yeah,
I'll-
maybe make a
Here.
copy or two of that book.
Oh,
too.
a list of everything that we need?
Of everything in here, so we don't
Oh,
lose
everything, yes.
anything.
An inventory.
So no,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It could just be on the next page.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll
not that it would
probably-
even be any of us. Like,
Uh-huh.
who knows what was in this room.
It'll probably take me a bit to compile. I will obviously be here, well, looking over things once more, so I'll compile it in time, but,
Thank you, John.
yeah, no problem.
Bark, bark.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Bark.
back, Willow.
I mean, I'm sure this goes without saying, and it's just me paranoid thinking it, but no surprises when it comes to this fight. I mean, any grand plans we have, we're together on this, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
I'd
of
like to
us.
think so.
I trust you guys.
Yeah.
We gotta be
Mouse.
together for this.
You didn't say yes.
What? Oh, sorry. I was zoned out. What?
No surprises for the fight.
Yeah, we're talking about important stuff.
Okay, well, if you want to take a look at whatever Willow
Yeah,
brought,
let's-
and then we can head out.
Yeah, Willow, if you could toss me. Thank you, thank you.
That
Chess
makes a funny
piece.
sound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you bring the key?
Here's the
Oh, there it
key.
is. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll likely, honestly, the key may be a component in ensuring that our gateway is controlled. Something where we can have a measurable amount of energy applied. So that's a start, and well, I'll take a closer look at the chest plate. See if I can figure out how to make more. Yours a little zoned out. That's okay. Do we want to wait for Jora to, or do we want to just go? I do know the area.
It's up to you. I can wait with her here. This kind of stuff stresses her out a lot.
Okay, yeah. The rest
That
of
was
us then.
the block that we had blocking the door.
Where are we going?
Okay.
We had sort of devised an area that would be appropriate to potentially build the gate. We're gonna make sure that there aren't any, issues with the area.
Okay. I'll wait here with Jora. You guys travel
Alright.
safe, and we'll be right up.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay.
I'll want to get that back from you once you're you're done looking at it.
Yeah, of course, of course.
John.
This way. I'll hold out a torch. So I believe Jora's talking about approximately that city over there, but in particular the spot that's across the lake from her, which is right over there. Last I was in there, I know that there's subway tunnels, but as for the rest of it,
Seems
likely
close to their den,
was relatively
but...
stable. Well, not their current one. This is
Oh,
their old
this is
one.
their old one.
Yeah, this is where they used to live way back when. Oh, I fell into a cave. I'm coming out. Yeah, over
Maybe
up
we'll
here
just get rid
is
of
a
some
way
of
out.
the torches around. I just, you know, if something does come through and they immediately see torches and, like, over there, civilization.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hidden.
Oh, Angel?
Yeah.
Angel? You're getting out of range. Where'd you go?
Oh, sorry. I'm
Oh,
back
there
here.
you are. Yeah, you're good. This way.
Angel's with me. Oh, okay. Are you climbing up stuff?
Trying.
Oh.
So, well, this is the entrance to that subway that I was talking about, but as far as the rest of this place goes, honestly, this is rather open. We could do, honestly, we wouldn't even need to clear out buildings if we just build a wall right there on this side to seal with the buildings. We would have all this openness to fight within. Because otherwise it's pretty much walled off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This may work, obviously. We'll need everyone's opinion, but this is the only open wall. The rest of this is simply walled in.
We do or don't want to be enclosed.
Well, a mixture of the both. We don't want to be somewhere very tight, you know, in a tight corridor with this thing, but we don't want it to be able to just run. So this is a mix of both. It's a large open area, but it's enclosed regardless because of the walls on the sides.
Gotcha.
You okay? You seem a bit quiet.
No. I'm good.
Okay.
Still can explore these
Yeah.
while we wait. I don't know if
Alright.
they've been looted yet.
Which one? Yeah, which one
Oh,
did
they
you go
haven't.
in?
Oh wow, infinity.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Got some redstone. Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good open place, but like also
Yeah.
closed off enough where.
I do definitely think we can get a wall here just to get that last bit enclosed, and then there'll only be one way in and one way out over on that side.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I think so as well. And actually, I'm gonna see with a passages toll if there's anything underneath. Any open spaces. Hopefully I won't fall into something and die.
Please be careful.
I will. Okay, nothing there in the
Yeah.
middle, which is probably where we put the gate itself. Anything further away is decreasing. Yeah, there's just... It does appear to be solid all the way through in, like, all these alcoves. So, oh! I fell into the most tiny pocket, but everything else is kind of clear. This does open to a cave, but the cave is moving away
Hold
Ready
on,
gas?
got infinity bucket. Sorry.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait, a what bucket?
You can enchant a bucket with infinity.
Oh. Does it work?
Yeah.
You.
Oh.
What does that do?
Slightly.
I am forever have water on me. And
That's impressive.
Wait, what?
oh, I fell into a hole. I'm okay. Do I have my?
Like, you don't have to refill that
No,
bucket?
ever.
It just constantly is full?
Uh-huh.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. But it'll be really helpful for, like, farming and, I don't know, everything.
Well, for clearing out snow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
The infinity bucket.
The infinity bucket.
Terrifying, but impressive.
Thank you.
That's really cool.
Kind of exploring under here. Oh, these are really pretty plants. Can I just pick them up? I can.
We can honestly probably even build some sort of a barricade here over the one way in, one way out, sort of an iron gate like we have on the bridge. Something to that effect, just in case, but the rest of it would be pretty easy to enclose. Well, there's only really one thing to enclose, so very easy.
There's some grass down here that's so wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta figure out how to get out of here. Oh.
Who just smacked me?
It was not me, if that helps.
Mouse.
Okay. I'll be back in just a moment. Judging from their howls, Eloise and Jora are slightly lost at the deer place, so, I'll go get them.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. We'll just be here.
Mm.
Where are you at, Angel?
I'm exploring one of the buildings. I think I'll slowly make my way back, if I can.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, it's so nice to have, like, this sword, because you can actually just, like, see.
Yeah, actually.
See wherever you're going. Oh, I see you.
Mm-hmm, I'm in that building. But I'm out now, but I'm...
It's just a mini angel. Just on the floor.
Make my way around to you. Show you my very cool bucket. I can start clearing stuff.
Oh, I'm excited to see this bucket actually.
Where are you? Oh,
I mean, do we want to clear the snow here? Because falling, the snow's here. We won't die.
That's true.
True. I have my sword out, so.
Oh, I see you now. Oh, I'm cold. Look at me. Clear it over here where it doesn't really matter. I lost you again.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
So
oh,
right.
Hey, I
Right
see
across
them
the
over
way.
there.
Oh, hello, bark bark.
Bark, bark.
Hello.
Bark, bark.
Welcome. Whoa.
We have arrived.
I'll come outside the building.
I have something very cool.
Oh.
I already told you about it, but I.
Oh, I know. I do know what it is.
Oh.
It's a very.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel, that's so cool.
I know. Thank you.
Whoa.
I love it. It will help with clearing snow. Maybe not here, but
The infinity bucket.
Problematic.
The infinity bucket.
We could just crate them. That's a little,
Yeah, let's just crate them. They're
little
a bit
more
chunky.
dexterity than they have. Yeah. No, Lilith, you're very
bucket.
yeah, you can try it if you want to. Maybe I don't know, somewhere else or inside where it doesn't matter. But
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. I'll try it
Tell-
like inside a building.
I just didn't have my crates out of my backpack.
Oh.
Now I do.
Stay there,
You
Lilith. Nope.
Just water.
Get in.
Thanks.
It's
I
so cool.
know.
Alright, where'd you go, Angel?
Okay.
I don't want to steal your infinity bucket from you.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'd find you eventually.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would find you eventually. Oh.
Oh, Angel.
You would come for your bucket.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. This is the particular part of it, Jora, that I was so excited about, is that here, there's this big open square where we can wall off...
Yeah, this is what I was thinking about.
Yep, we can wall off the far end over here and then put some sort of like an iron gate over here to block the actual entrance in, but the rest of this already has natural walls with the buildings and the mountain.
Yeah.
So... I've already used a passages
Just
toll
need
pretty
to
much everywhere
clear
to
out the
check to
snow.
make sure... Yep, clear out the
This will
snow,
work.
of course.
Do we
But
want
yeah.
to? Mouse made a good point of maybe if we
do
fall.
we want to?
I
Oh,
think we
if
should.
I mean,
'Cause
if we were to get
it's
knocked into the
it's
air...
deep enough.
I support either. I don't
True.
really mind. I don't.
Hmm. Well, I suppose that we
If
should
we
have
don't,
nothing
it's
else
going to be a
clear...
little bit harder to see, but
Yeah, it
think
would
that's
be
worth
hard. And if anything small comes out... Ugh.
yeah, we won't be able to hit it.
Yeah.
But we could clear a little area around the actual gate.
Yeah, we can compromise like that. We can clear an area around the physical gate. I think putting the gate in the middle with these four, essentially hallways on each side, as
Okay.
places that we can move
Oh,
into.
I'm going to have
and-
to clear your mushrooms for a second, Eloise.
Oh, that's good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we can
We
clear
don't
the immediate area,
really
but
light
have the
things up
external bits still snowy.
as well. I just didn't bring torches.
I don't think I can pick up the water though. Unfortunately, is my
Yeah, that is one
kryptonite.
difficulty.
So, if anyone wants my water to take and reuse this, feel free.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Or no, you pick up your own water. I see.
there we go. Here.
I have dirt.
Oh,
do it.
you can just.
There we
If I
go.
can get it on the right block.
Is that cleared enough? Or do you want more?
We can,
Okay.
well, we can square off the edges to make it even.
Yeah, make it
uh,
nice
Make
looking.
it look nice.
Not that he deserves
Uh-huh.
it,
Not
but
with
Of course not, but still
not
having.
with the water maybe, because that
Uh-huh.
makes it...
Yeah, but this central area we can put the gate on this brick base here, and of course there are fortunately essentially no caverns. There's a small pocket underneath one of these halls, but everywhere else is free of caverns. It's solid all the way down. So
And then where did we want to have the wall at?
on this
Right
end.
here?
I mean, actually, I was thinking like follow this edge to give us a bit more space if we need to run.
And we don't have to keep the mushrooms here, I just figure they'll keep anything extra.
Oh,
from
yeah, it's
spawning
all
while we're
glowy.
Oh,
It
yeah,
works.
they are glowing. Yeah.
I
So.
stopped carrying torches, but I tend to have these on me or nearby.
And you know, Willow does actually raise a bit of a concern of, do we want to have the wall on this side running along this edge, or have it blocked at like this edge here?
Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Fell down.
Having it, well, having it running across the whole edge does give us more room to run if need be, well,
And I can't get
at
back
least to
up
distance
over
ourselves from the physical
here.
gate.
Yeah, somewhere to recoup if we need to be.
And of course the buildings assist with that as well, but I do think that running on the outer edge is probably just to have that space available. Of, we don't know if we'll need it, but better safe than
We
sorry.
could probably use one of the buildings as a spawn point anchor, like maybe this one.
Yeah,
Just
I
clear
mean,
it out, make it all nice.
I'd
and
say
Yeah, we could-
probably this one over here would be
Oh,
better,
that-
just 'cause it's a little farther
yeah.
away.
and then we can have our iron gate,
Oh yeah,
like,
that
either
works.
right here or like right here, spanning the breadth
Oh, it's a lot more close.
of these two buildings.
Oh,
What is that?
Whoa.
Hey, here, I clicked the sword. Sorry.
Oh,
oh,
that must have been what had happened when I had it
That
before.
was weird. That was really weird.
Huh.
That scared me really bad.
Okay, so that's what happens when you right-click the sword.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah, don't do that.
Huh.
Will I ever stop
Slightly
being
terrifying.
horrified of thunder around here?
Did something too.
What did
Oh?
it do?
What?
what did it do?
Did it make you faster? Jump higher?
I don't know. I was scared. I didn't pay
Well, I
attention.
can try it if you would like me to.
Blade,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
It.
Fire.
I don't know if it did anything.
It looks
fired
like
an
it
arrow,
fired.
I think.
There was an arrow. Did you
What?
shoot an arrow?
Oh.
It does.
Whoa. It shoots arrows?
It totally does.
It strikes you with lightning, though.
Does it hurt you?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts you.
Like half a heart, I think. You know, actually, Jora, we may want to convert these into snow bricks because they're a lot stronger than, well,
Okay.
snow. Actually, they're close to unbreakable, the snow bricks, so, which is strange considering what they're made out of, but it works,
Compacted
so.
snow.
Willow,
Yeah.
Willow, come
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Is there anything that needs to be destroyed?
I did not mean to make wool.
Anything that
Check it
needs to
out.
be destroyed.
The infinity
Well,
bucket?
I think it's more so needing to be built,
skeleton.
Angel, of,
Look at him go.
They're the best of friends.
we're
They
going
are.
to,
they
we
have a
really
name?
don't need to
Oh,
destroy
God.
anything because this area is already open enough, so
Should we name
really
some?
all that we need is to build a wall on this end.
Okay, I think
how do we block
the
off the
spider's name
ladder?
should be,
Just so it's one room mouse.
Oh, I think the
Jerome.
skeleton just
No,
died.
he's right. No, they're good.
And
They're
the
good
top
over here.
two.
Oh, no, he's gonna die. He's
Yeah,
suffocating
really
the skill.
suffocating. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sure
they're
that-
good. They're good.
They're,
Okay,
you know
be
what,
free,
they're
little
fine up
buddies.
there.
Hmm.
Good for
The
them.
spider's
oh.
name is Jerome.
Okay,
Good
I
for
was
him.
distracted anyways.
Oh, yes,
Jerome
so
is
the
the
only other
starship.
thing is, I believe that Yora's handling our spawning area. We're going to need a wall built on this far end along the edge where the buildings, where the ground drops off.
What do we want to make it out of?
I got you. I didn't bring any strong materials, just leaves.
I
can make
have
snow bricks.
snow
Dan.
bricks.
Snow bricks are probably, honestly, a fair bet.
Yeah, I'll
So,
start making some.
And there's more
I
than
have
plenty
47.
snow.
Willow.
Sorry, I'm building the wall as well.
We can
Okay.
help too.
And wow, yeah. One other thing is, I was thinking an iron gate separating us from our respawn bit, kind of like what we have on the bridge, of something that spans this gap. And I have iron. We can start working on that, Angel, if you'd like.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll get some iron bars going. Ooh, I do not have very much iron. Does anyone have any more iron? I realize that I only have enough to make 48 iron bars.
I have.
I don't got
have
any on
8
me.
iron ingots.
8 iron. You know what? I can use those for the gates in the middle. Here, Angel. I'll toss you half
Does
the
anyone
iron
have any
bars.
more
Oh, I
snowballs?
also have 42 iron bars, if that helps.
Oh, those would certainly help if you could toss those over.
Okay. And there you
Did
go.
anyone pick up any more snowballs?
Here,
Um,
Angel. Just no specific design, but just kind of across here, I guess, kind of like what we have on the bridge. Then in the very middle of it, I'll have a.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, a
just
couple
making as tall as the buildings themselves.
Okay. S- Right, that should be 4 iron gates for the middle of it. It is actually
I'm making
symmetrical. That's a surprise.
Oh.
Okay. Trying to actually getting the gate on top of the other. I forgot we had this exact
I'll
same
just
struggle when
run
we were
back
building
to
ours.
the den.
There we go. So that's.
Just run back to the den.
I'll probably make it a little. Yeah, I'll make it a little more. And this as
I have some
well.
torches if you guys need.
Oh, I was just thinking lighting up the top of the wall would keep anything else from.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, I think they probably could.
I have 55 after. If you still need here, just have a lot on me.
Oh, here, Angel, some more iron bars if you used all of yours.
Oh, yeah.
So in the middle of a 3 wide. Should be plenty enough for us. Go back and forth. Then we can, well, make it a little prettier, have like an arch in the middle or something. It's not really needed, but hey, we might as well.
Oh, we're doing one more high? I think
I think just one more high, like, in the middle as, a decorative thing, and, like, probably a little bit on the edges, actually. Just, like, kind of like how we did at the bridge, of, like, these things on the sides. Like that. If you could do that on the other side. And then we can have a little bit in the middle, too. That's certainly imposing.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we could, to make it symmetrical, we'll need one more higher on this side at the very top.
Trying to see if I was one off.
And just because of aesthetic, I'm gonna break one out right there to make a little spooky gap. Because why not?
I don't have anything. Oh wait, I do have cobblestone I can reach. Okay. It's this side, right, that needs one more.
Yep.
There we go.
That works.
Okay.
Got.
Hopefully he's not bigger than that gate.
Well, probably not.
Okay, well, the little spawn area is concealed. We'll just need to put the chests and, well, I guess we won't need chests because everything will stay with us, but anything that we don't need inventory-wise.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, I suppose.
We can put chests there and then
Words are just
some
that,
beds.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then we may want to clear away a bit of just debris in terms of bushes and ice spikes.
Oh, this looks good so far.
Indeed.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, I have some snow bricks.
Wonderful.
Sweet. Here. Oh, I'll take those.
Do we want to get rid of this ice spike to just make it a little bit more visible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go.
I feel like my bucket's a curse now because I can't pick up the water.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that is,
I'll just have to get an
one
extra
difficulty.
bucket, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
It'll work for farming and stuff, like,
It's
I need
very
it
cool.
to.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
survival situation or something. Or you're just making a fun, cute pond.
Yeah, or I'm thirsty.
Uh-huh.
Or exactly, if you're thirsty.
I am so
Do we
tempted
wanna make
to just
this?
push you off.
Don't do it.
Oh, no.
That would not be
Okay,
kind.
how, do we want to make this
No,
taller?
but like if I put you off this way,
I mean-
into the
Clearing the
snow.
snow here? Or no? I guess
Are we clearing the snow here?
I don't know. I can or cannot.
I didn't think so, but
I don't think
looks
so.
like people started to.
I think that was just everyone getting rid of the leaves.
There was an ice thing right here.
That is a lot more than just leaves.
Well, there was the whole ice spiral thing.
I think that
It's
was
fine.
me getting, oh, this was ice spike. Some of it was me getting snowballs.
Ah, well, I do think that the wall is probably high enough, if we wanted to get it up to the... But I
Yeah, that's
don't think,
definitely high enough. If the Iron Gate is gonna keep it in, that'll be plenty.
Well, the Iron Gate's more so for our own momentary safety.
I have plenty, so I'm just gonna make it probably a little higher. Anyway.
Okay, that works.
You could also maybe make this mountainside over here a little bit more steep.
I was thinking making it a gate.
Yeah.
I have stacks and stacks of bricks if anyone would like to help from Willow.
It's just that, I mean, this would offer us, well, a vantage point, if nothing else, somewhere that can be climbed, if need be.
True.
That's true. But we can also get up the ladders into the top of buildings, whereas it
I mean,
it could get up this slope.
True, most likely. Yeah, we can block it off.
Whatever you.
In blocking it off, yeah, we may want to make sure that this is this little trench right here is covered as well, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh. I just placed wool instead of.
Ah.
I'm out.
Oh, well. Hope you caught those.
Oh.
You did not.
Like this.
There. And I threw you another stack.
And then you go like this. Whoop. Oh.
Bunch of spawners over here.
I mean, we could even still use this as a vantage point, but put a small hole at the bottom and...
barrier.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, having a small hole in the barrier, if we need to get behind it, may be wise.
Woo! There I go.
Oh no!
You're
Oh.
right. That is why I say the snow should stay. Because I am clumsy.
That way as well.
Alright.
Woohoo! There's that done.
And then we can even make like a platform back here for ourselves.
Yeah,
Oh,
if need
true.
be.
Wow.
Oh, you're making it like a staircase?
Oh, just at least on, you know, this side or on each side.
This is certainly an aesthetic that you've gone for, Jora. It's nice. Something wrong?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Seem a bit reserved, I suppose.
thinking about how this is gonna go. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just
Yeah. Sure.
Seem ready for it until it's actually gonna happen.
Indeed, but well, we've all been through so much, and at this point, we have to do this one way or another, even if the book guy, you know, wasn't telling us to. We need to stop this creature. It's done too much damage as it is.
Yep. Just get it over with.
I think
much better.
Indeed.
It's tall enough, yeah?
I hope so, Yara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's certainly tall enough. Uh-huh. Let's see.
I tried to do it all the way over, but there's 2 spiders that blocked the way, and I didn't want to punch them, so.
It's probably good enough, I'd say. And are we going to have a little hole through this wall so we can get up to that vantage point if need be? Yeah, Angel and Mouse?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we could.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Right here.
Oh, are you just building up there, Willow?
Yeah, I'm just building up.
Okay, yeah. So, just about to say, we do kind of want that particular area to be open.
This side works
No,
too.
yeah.
There.
No, I just put little holes on both sides.
Scoot these freaking spiders away. Come on, spider, move. Move. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Thank you.
The wall is very tall. Oh my gosh.
Indeed. Done a good job with it. We also have this one over here, you are with the...
It's over to this? Or is this just a pillar up?
Oh, that
was just a pillar
up.
up.
Okay,
What happened
yeah.
to our holes in the wall? Wait, did
There's
someone
a
break our
little-
hole?
There's
Oh,
a
they
little
got-
thing over here.
They got filled. I mean, we should have one on each side.
Oh,
Maybe even one on the
yeah.
I just wanted it to be symmetrical as a playground.
Ah, symmetry. Well, if we can just...
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll make
if you could
stairs
do
on
that
the side.
always.
Okay.
Wonderful. So with that, we'll have a higher vantage point if need be. Probably when it comes time to actually open the gate, we'll want to have folks stationed appropriately.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh great, fell on a cobweb.
It's looking good so far.
I agree. Oh, okay, sweet.
That works.
Okay.
We could make a path that goes around just in case we need.
Oh, yeah. That'll work.
That's actually a really good idea, Angel.
Make little rest stops or whatever. With extra supplies, maybe food, bullets.
Oh. Have a heart. It's fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just fell off my pillar. looks really good, guys.
Definitely. Just realized that our iron gate is slightly not symmetrical.
Oh no.
It will bother me, so I'm gonna just gently
Gonna fix
alter
it.
that. Uh-huh. There we go.
Were you able to take a look at the chest plate and key, John?
Well, I haven't gotten a good look at them, no, but from just glancing over it, I think that to make chest plates like this one, we're definitely going to need shadow gems, and that is going to be a bit of an endeavor, because we don't have a constant source. However, the running theory is simply that I can find a way to produce more of, or get more greater mimics, summon them, I suppose, or create them, likely through some sort of similar interaction to what forged the sword. Different types of corruption react strangely to one another, so with enough energy, you could probably even turn one of the stuffed animals into a greater mimic.
That'd be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's just a theory currently, an idea. I'll have to test it, but likely it's possible, because we know the strong correlation between the mimics that we found here and the stuffed animals, and the greater mimics certainly didn't resemble the manor mimics, so...
Yeah.
So are we pretty much done here? I mean...
I believe that
Seems
some of us
good.
are finishing up. I think Angel's making a path around.
Oh yeah,
Top walls,
I
so
could
we
keep
can-
going forever though. So I mean, we're pretty much.
I'd say more or less, yeah, well, I guess now we both have copies of the list. We can work on collecting materials we think are appropriate for the gate, and most likely a lot of deep slate as well.
Yeah.
And anything else that we believe to be connected to the Horned King. We've got to get this right.
Yeah. I just don't know how many chances we'll have.
Probably only the one, to be entirely honest.
Yeah.
That's why we've all got to be 100% in. No games or I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid.
No, I mean I think you're valid.
I hear you, Eloise.
I know with the Hirsch
You have
guys,
to be together.
you know, we had to give up things that we care about, and
I mean, I
just-
think we've all learned.
yeah.
since
Indeed.
then.
I hope so.
It's just scary, you know? This is everything.
Yeah, it's so scary.
We have to depend on each
Indeed.
other.
This is it.
A lot is spreading on this.
Yeah.
The book guy said that we're the ones who've made it the farthest. I mean, we've got this. We can keep
Yeah.
going with that luck.
Yep, we've done what the others couldn't, I suppose, those who've come before us.
Yeah.
And if we complete this, I doubt the Horned King is the last creature like this, but we'll be another step closer to ending this. If we can, you know, defeat all these things, then we can, well, hopefully make it so that no one else ever has to go through this again.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe this is where we'll see the sun. Or see...
That's the hope. Our first attempt to summon the Horned King is what turned it to night, so that's my thoughts, is that this should, in theory, hopefully bring back the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think I've done all the lights I can. At least it's more or less illuminated.
Alright. Yeah.
You could always come back, though, if nothing needed.
Well. Yeah, we'll probably all need to take a bit to familiarize ourselves with this area where we'll be fighting it. And then probably, Willow, if you don't mind, I'd like to hold onto the chest plate for the moment so I can, well, figure out a means by which to produce more. Obviously, shadow gems are going to be required for that, but beyond that, I'll need to really look into it, if you don't mind.
That should be fine. Can I have the key back, though, at least?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely, though, I do stand by the key being needed for the gate.
Yeah.
I was also thinking we could all
There's gonna be a lot of stuff needed for
train
it.
together before.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, training.
Oh, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, and we can get used to these new swords. They have a odd balance to them, so that in general training works too. But knowing your weapon does help.
Where'd Mouse go? Mouse, are you here?
I'm over here still.
Oh, okay. You're still out. I didn't see.
Beautifying.
Yeah, honestly, actually, on the way back home, John, if we could go by center, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I guess for the moment we can reconvene. When we do, I should, well, hopefully have a means by which for us to get more shadow gems and produce more of the chest plates, and probably we can train then too and work on building the gate sometime after that.
So where will the gate actually go here? Do we know? Like,
I would imagine in the middle here on the brick foundation.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's the strongest point, and we have the most ways to approach it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. We may honestly even want to make the iron gate a bit taller, but that can be, well, done once we have more materials. I didn't bring quite enough iron. Wasn't anticipating, so.
Sure, we could all use some
Make it.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. We
Sure,
can
we'll be back
rest
here
and
a time or two before
reconvene.
things-
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh,
And on that note,
Whew.
before I forget, just because I'm thinking of it, Angel, next time you're near the den, if you could stop by really quick, I have something that I think would be perfect for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Also, this is very cute in here. Look at this. I love the pink.
Oh, I think it's Mouse?
I believe it was Jora, actually.
Oh, Jora? Oh, yeah, Jora. I knew that Mouse was beautifying. I didn't know who did this room.
Very cute.
It's nice.
Well, on that note, I suppose that I guess we're all ready for some rest. I think that we've got a very good start on this place, and we will reconvene to sort out the rest of it, but for the moment,
I'll follow you
All
back
right.
to center, I suppose, but if I don't see anyone else,
Okay,
bye.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Yep.
See you guys later.
Good night, everybody.
Travel safe, guys.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
This carbon.
You coming with us, Mouse, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Oh, center is kind of close. I see where we are.
Yeah. Not too far. Granted, everything's a little more difficult to traverse in night, but if you remember, this is right around where we first, where we killed that deer that we got the, deer head from, this little gorge that we kept falling into.
Yeah.
Right when we were very first starting out.
These white flowers, you can use bone meal on them, and they're really pretty, so just gonna...
Ooh. Yeah, they're very nice. Certainly have a full supply of bones.
Mm-hmm. We usually do. I'm gonna come back here sometime and finish with more willow trees, or even like different ones, like we were saying.
Yeah. Where'd you go specifically, Angel?
Oh, I'm just walking along this path here, putting flowers.
Ah, I see you.
Kind of like, yeah, where we started. Once I run out, we can head back. Or, I mean, you could head back now if you wanted to. Okay. I know the way.
No. I'm good to stay. Just, I suppose there was one thing, how are you feeling, Mouse? You've seemed, well, I guess, really quiet today. A little out of it, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, just something about what everyone keeps saying. I feel like I've done something wrong, but I don't know what.
How so?